Corey is proud to be a voice for New Yorkers, and we are proud to present him with one of my favorite awards, our Friends in High Places Award, and I'm thrilled to welcome Corey.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I've never been called a person in a high place before, so I'm very honored and grateful. I want to say good evening, everyone. I want to thank you so much for having me here tonight. I feel totally honored and humbled to be in the company of tonight's honorees, and I feel blessed, really blessed, to be called a friend of the Historic District Council. That is a very big honor, so I am really, really grateful. You know, to be a preservationist in a city as dynamic as the one that we call home is no small thing. The only thing that is constant in New York City is change. New York is, and always has been, in a state of perpetual transformation. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But as our city changes, rising to meet each new challenge that we face, we have a responsibility to make sure that the history of our great city survives. And as preservationists, I include myself as a preservationist, we fight to ensure that as our city grows and evolves, we don't lose what makes it special. And I'm honored, as Dan said, I'm honored to represent a part of the city that's home to more historic districts than anywhere else in the entire city of New York. I would like to list them all, but I'm only supposed to speak for 2 minutes. So instead, I'm going to pick one that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is the Greenwich Village Historic District, which just celebrated its 50th anniversary. As many of you know, it was there that Bob Dylan and Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac became voices for a new generation of Americans. And it was there that Jane Jacobs and Eleanor Roosevelt and the still amazing Doris Deether showed Robert Moses what a group of committed citizens can do on behalf of the neighborhood that they love. And one feels a sense of history and distinct sense of place on every single corner in Greenwich Village. That feeling, that sense of history and of place is what preservation is all about. Yes. It's what people like us fight for when we say we are preservationists. Because, make no mistake, we love Greenwich Village, and we can't imagine our city without it, but we needed to fight to preserve it, to have this wonderful neighborhood. So I want to thank you all for that fight. I want to thank you for the work that you've done. There are over 100 historic districts in New York City, and HDC, this amazing organization, 100 districts. HDC has been involved in the creation of nearly every single one of those districts, nearly every single one of them. And those districts are more than just buildings to be protected from demolition. They are the character and the spirit of our city, which is why we have to keep fighting to preserve the places that make New York City special. We live, as you all know, in an unparalleled time of real estate speculation, and we cannot just celebrate the successes of historic districts that we fought so hard to create. We must keep fighting and keep pushing for these designations across all 5 boroughs, not just in Manhattan, but across all 5 boroughs. So let's recommit ourselves to historic preservation. Our city depends on it. I want to thank you for the amazing work that you all have done. I look forward to joining in this fight together with you, and I'm pretty hopeful with Tin Pan Alley being heard today, and I think we're going to have some exciting announcements in the next 6 weeks on LGBT historic sites for the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. Thank you all very, very much. I'm so honored to keep the fight alive. Thank you.